your name and.
All right. Well, my name is Rob Ronning. I am a puppet fabricator and for stop motion animated puppets.
Any current projects that you're working on right now?
I am currently working with shadow animation. We have been doing for Adult Swim Morel Orel and Robot Chicken. In development on a feature project, waiting for further words on that. And,
what would you say to somebody who's just starting to get into stop motion? What advice would you have for them?
Well, I would say it's probably the same as any job in the entertainment industry. Just be sure it's what you really want to do. If it's your passion and you want it, you can make it work. It's not an easy road. The life of a freelancer is a difficult one at best. You have to probably be wise to have some kind of a backup plan. Things went relatively well for me. I got lucky. I had a good 8-year run without any time off, but that's abnormal. When the time does come when it's off, I've also followed the work around the country and into Vancouver, Canada, and almost to Korea, just to keep working because it's what I want to do. And I am single and available to do that by choice. So it's hard for people, if they need to be settled. But it's possible. You can make it work. I've got a lot of friends that have been doing this with me for 20-some years that I keep running into job to job, and it's like a little family, and it's always fun to see them and meet the new people that are getting into it. And I definitely say if it's what you want to do it.
What's your favorite material to work with?
I like materials in general. I mean, there's no one in particular. I like looking at each character design as its own unique build and determining what the right breakdown of materials for that particular puppet would be based on the actions and everything. I don't have any one in particular. I don't necessarily like staying with one. There's no one. I like to do a solid foam latex puppet. It's great, but for me, the pseudo-engineering aspect of what I do is what makes it the most interesting. On these television productions and features, once that process is done, it becomes a production line, and then you're just making multiples of the same thing. So then it becomes, it's still good and rewarding, but the most fun for me is that creating the initial design and breaking it down into all the different components and making it work best for movement and a neck. If you want to have a silicone neck, and if it's going to have a costume, you can have foam latex under that, and hands being silicone, but the face might need to be a urethane with a replacement cycle, or foam latex with a mouth replacement with clay. You can break it into all kinds of different materials, and it just really depends on the design.
Where do you think stop motion is going next?
Well, I share a hope that it's going to go into great interest with the feature films. There's one, of course, Coraline being done right now, and the one we're trying to get off the ground. But I've always wanted to see a stop motion science fiction sort of fantasy film. And I really think it's just like 100% special effects, action, and sort of the old style Flash Gordon feel, but updated, jetpacks. That's what I'm trying to get something off the ground with a sci-fi stop motion. I think that there is like a friend of mine, Misha, just said in an interview, the potential has not yet been reached. There's still a pinnacle for stop motion coming, and I hope that is going to be true.
Do you have any projects that you're planning on working on in the future?
I don't animate myself, so I don't have my own personal projects. I do have ideas for toys. It's more applicable to what I do as the puppet maker. I have toy prototype ideas that I want to develop as prototypes and try to get out on the market. And always with my friends who are doing their own personal films, I come and help them with their puppets and that sort of thing. Other than that, no, just waiting for word on our feature and whatever comes next. So.